Hello and welcome. This is Healing Stars. I'm Pam Carruthers, and I'm just going to describe the week ahead. Today is 23rd of June, Monday, and this is the pattern in the sky. The sun has just moved into the sign of Cancer at the solstice over the weekend. And Cancer is a cardinal sign. That means it marks the seasons of the year. So summer has begun in the northern hemisphere. And as such, it means a new beginning, just like every season starts a new season. Mercury is retrograde at the moment in Gemini, and Venus right at the end of the sign of Taurus. So it's moving, Venus will move tomorrow into Gemini. The pattern of the week is a very important one in the regard of the opposition. An opposition is forming here. Here's Uranus in Aries, the red sector, with Mars in Libra. Now this has happened before. It happened in April at the Grand Cross, very significant pattern in the sky. And now it's coming to fulfillment. It's the last time, in other words. So what we've learnt over the course of Mars going through Libra for 8 months, sigh of relief, it's actually moving forward now. It's on its way out of that sign. But this particular week, we reach, as I said, the fulfillment. It's on the 25th, so we're already under that energy. This is Tuesday. Here you notice that Venus has just moved into Gemini. Venus is the sun, always about love. It's the goddess. It's always a positive energy. She's a beautiful diamond in the sky. Music, love, relationships, that's her domain. In Gemini, we are talking. So Mercury is in Gemini, Venus also. There'll be a lot of talking about relationship, about putting your voice out there, what you want in relationship. But the sun is in the feeling sign of Cancer. So we've got a kind of tension between facts, Gemini, and feelings, Cancer. Here you notice that opposition between Uranus and Mars is tightening. Look at the degrees. That's what I want you to look at. Here's 16 degrees, here's 15 degrees. The day itself, with the moon into the late Taurus, will move. The moon and Venus will come together in the night sky. And that's always a really lovely time. However, the moon is a dark moon. It's invisible because it's moving towards the sun. It's going through its last phase. And as such, it's a quiet time, always the dark of the moon before the seed. Here's Wednesday. Here on Wednesday, we get that main opposition. Watch out, because Uranus is sudden, unexpected events, and Mars is action. We want to do something with Mars, but it's in Libra, so it's always very nice and polite in Libra. This might be difficult to express anger or feelings, big emotions. If you keep them pushed down, an eruption can occur. Uranus is lightning, and one video I watched today describes this. Do you want to be struck by lightning, or do you want to be the lightning? So Wednesday is a good opportunity to do something innovative. Break your own rules, not other people's, but your own. Walk backwards, for instance. Just do something out of the ordinary, especially if you're going to use the energy of Mars physically. Mars likes that. So some sort of exercise. I did some digging in my garden yesterday, and it's really, really good exercise, I've discovered. There's something that I don't normally do, but it's got me in touch with my muscles. And that's what also I'd like you to be thinking about on Wednesday. Rather, not thinking, doing something. Notice the moon has passed by Venus in the morning, so she's now coming to that place where she's going to join the sun. Come Thursday, not much has changed apart from the moon will join Mercury that day. Now the moon and Mercury together is actually very good for writing. Perfect day for writing, Perfect day for diarying, but also sending out communication to anyone, email, whatever. It's coming from your heart. That's the moon energy, it's the heart. It's also a very, very good connection of the moon and Mercury with the node of the moon. That's to do with the ancestral, that's to do with the past. So watch your dreams throughout this week, especially because it is the dark of the moon. Chiron and Saturn, I haven't mentioned them, but they are still in this very good positive trine. Very, very close. There's 17 degrees, that's Saturn, and 17 degrees of Chiron. That is to do with healing. Friday, this is the chart for the new moon. This is a really beautiful chart because what's been building in the week at a new moon is the seed, and that's the summer moon in Cancer trining Neptune in Pisces. One theme of Neptune, well, two themes really, but the positive theme of Neptune is transcendence. It's also the power of forgiveness. Cancer can hold on to the past. The moon is strong in the sign of Cancer, very emotional, but also feelings and emotions that are holding you back, any grievances that you may have towards anyone in your past. This is a really good time to release those. Forgiveness means, of course, to give to yourself. And that freedom means that you're no longer trapped by the past. So this whole month of the sign of Cancer is extremely good for that. That exact connection with the Sun and Neptune would, of course, occur about 2 days later, so it would be on Sunday. The powerful trine is still operating in this chart of Saturn and Chiron. Also, that's very similar wounds from the past. The Mars and Uranus opposition is still there, 16 degrees, both of them. So that holds for a couple of days. Be aware of that, being aware of being out of your body. Instead, you're meant to be in the emotional waters that Cancer represents. It's also very fertile, Cancer, as you might imagine. You know, the womb, the mother, is all to do with Cancer. So your dreams or your imagination at this time is a very good seed time. Grow yourself, something inside of yourself that's going to nurture you. Do something positive for your soul, especially over the weekend, whatever that may be. And of course, being a water sign, Cancer says have a bath or go to the seaside if you can. But being near water, being close to water, is a time of reflection and soothing. And that's what we all, I think, need in the world throughout this time. So Mercury is slowing down. By the 1st of July, the following week, it will start to move forward, just to let everybody know that in advance. So that's my summation with the week so far. By Saturday, I'm going to finish off the weekend. By Saturday, the moon's, of course, moved forward. She does. The moon moves about 2.5 signs, 2.5 days per sign. So you can see through the week, it's in the personal signs, but also it's the ending of a cycle, the ending of the Gemini cycle, the beginning of the Cancerian cycle. But the moon will form a lovely grand trine. You can see the blue on Saturday with Saturn and Chiron. That doesn't last more than a few hours really, but it is there in principle. There's also, notice Venus is coming to make a right angle to Neptune. Now that could be tricky because that could be, expressing. Venus wants to talk. Neptune is saying, no, we don't need to talk, we just need to feel. We just need to move through our feelings rather than get caught in chatter. And then on Sunday, that is virtually there. But also that's the day when the Sun is exactly trine Neptune. So the Sun is always the strongest planet. It's the consciousness. So to be conscious of that in your awareness. Notice also Jupiter and the Moon side by side. This is set for the morning, as you can see. So you won't see those in the sky, but overnight on Saturday they will have come together. These are always very positive times of the moon and Jupiter coming together. It's a very small moon, it's only just new, you might not even see it. But if you do, it'd be a crescent moon, and as I said, Jupiter is right next to it. Wishing upon a star, always a nice thing to do when the moon and Jupiter come close together. That's the week so far. Bye for now. Pam Carruthers of Healing Stars.